If you're coming to Malta and looking for inspiration of things to do whilst on the island, stay tuned because in this video we'll go through our itinerary for what we did on 7 days here. Where we've used tour providers for any of the trips, we'll leave details in the description so that if you want to do any of the excursions you'll be able to find who to contact. Day 1, we arrived early in the morning and we were at our hotel before lunch. We stayed at the DB San Antonio in St Paul's Bay, which is about a 30-minute transfer from the airport. We spent the first day familiarising ourselves with the hotel and its surroundings and spent some time by the pool to relax after our flight. Day 2 was our first full day on the island and we explored it with a local guide, Grant, from Malta Land Tours. We saw lots of famous sites such as MDINA, the former capital of Malta, and the Red Tower, as well as finding some hidden gems less frequented by tourists, such as these stunning rock pools used for swimming. We also visited Master Schlocks and saw lots of traditional boats and the very picturesque quayside. This was an 8-hour excursion and it was a long day, but we got to see so much of the island early on. Day 3. For our third day, we chilled by the pool in the morning and then went to MDINA wine estate in the afternoon. Here we toured the winery, learning about the history of the area and some of the processes for making local wines. We got to try 4 Maltese wines and had a selection of local food to accompany the experience. Day 4. On our 4th day, we got the ferry to the nearby island of GOZO. Similar to our second day, this was done with the local driver, Lee, from Mio Cars. They had a selection of different tours as well as rental cars. Again, we saw highlights from the island that most tourists will see, such as the Citadel, which is a fortified town in the centre of the island, similar to MDINA on Malta, the Neolithic temple with ruins dating back thousands of years, and the church Tapinu, which is known for its miracle healing, especially of children. Day 5, we caught the bus to Valletta and explored Malta's capital, along with the 3 cities, visiting places like Grand Master's Palace and the Fort. If, like us, you want to visit a lot of the museums, you may want to allow for more time than just 1 day for Valletta and the 3 cities combined. If you only want to do 1 or 2 sites, 1 day might be more than enough. Day 6 was scheduled as a rest day. We spent the day by the pool. However, being at St Paul's Bay, there is also the National Aquarium of Malta, which is open until 8 p.m. So in the late afternoon, we took a walk along the promenade from our hotel and spent a couple of hours looking at fish. Day 7 was our last full day in Malta, and we took a private boat tour with Neville from COMINO Waves. We visited the infamous Blue Lagoon, but we also saw other parts of the island. We loved Crystal Lagoon for snorkelling, as well as St Mary's Bay, where we grabbed some snacks on the sandy beach. If you have water babies like us, it's definitely a trip not to be missed. If you're finding this itinerary useful, please consider hitting the subscribe button or giving the video a like, as it really helps small creators like ourselves.